There we go. Okay. Wow, that was scary. My mic wasn't picking up for a second. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. It's been a day since we've last been streaming. It's currently Thursday, June 13th at 7:30. For those who did not know. But yeah, yesterday I didn't stream because I went to like a gardens over at my friend's place for like 4 hours. I didn't even expect it to take that long, and yeah, let's say the least, right? Oh, shoot. Had a lot of fun, drew a lot, so that's why you know, we're not drawing today, or we weren't drawing yesterday. We're drawing today for sure. In fact, we're drawing so much that I already did my warm-up today, guys, but we're still going to do another warm-up because I want to focus on our little lobster friend. I almost called him a shrimp. I almost called our lobster friend the shrimp. That is very upsetting. Reset everything over here. But yeah, I hope you're all having a good one. Oh, that's a stray cat outside my window. Cool. Hello, friend. Walked past. Hope they're doing well. Yeah, so we did a bit of a warm-up. I'm actually pretty happy with my line work today. This was from lesson 3. This is a scratch page from lesson 3. We're going all the way back, you know, reading pages. But yeah, for the warm-up today, I just really wanted to focus on because like even though my line work's good today, I feel like my spatial reasoning isn't the best. So I have a picture of my lobster friend pulled up on our right, and so we're gonna just kind of practice real quick, just trying to understand the form. This is gonna be a bit messy, but I just want to actually the curve. Nah, that's pretty. This shape is difficult because, like I said last stream, it's a sausage form doing this, but we're looking at it from the top, right? And you're like, we're up here. Yeah, so we're looking at it from up here. We're seeing that contour line go across the top. So we're practically like this. We're seeing a bit more of the side of it, right? So we're going to be like that. And same thing over here. We're seeing a majority of the top of it, or the side and top. There's a lot of overlap there. And those don't necessarily line up. So see, that's what I mean. Like, we need to be a bit more mindful of all that. And the form we want to add to the front, we're gonna kind of go up here and go around, right? Because like we want that jaw shape, and then it happens, and then boom, we're like that. Like that. And then we merge in here, and like we said yesterday, it curves, it's meeting the rate, and then it speeds up, and then it meets it again. So here speeds up here again, and like that. Like so. And then we'll have a plate right here, like we said, to kind of conjoin the forms. It's going to go this. And then we're going to go over and have that part of the plate look right there, and it's going to go all the way back, and then it's going to go here, and we're actually going to hop over like this. So it's a bit messy. I'm not sure how we're going to do that part right there, but that's the plate I see, you know. And then from here we'll add the form that actually trails off the top. We don't want this to curve too much. We want that little area that we want to trail off the top, right? Actually, yeah, this is a bit confusing because like we want the eye hole there, so we're going to go like this, have that eye hole, and then meet. And then we'll have our eye, which we said we wanted to push out a little bit more. So let's just do some practice ellipses just to kick it into gear. And I think that was actually a really solid ellipse. And yeah, I like this degree. I like it being a bit smaller of a degree than what this one was, because even though it's a larger ellipse, it's a smaller degree. Because even though this looks the same width-wise, since it's longer this way, right? That's how degrees work. And yeah, so and the entire thing, the gesture of the lobster is kind of going like this, but like right here. And so from there, we didn't really match that gesture well, did we? And then we'd have the tail, which is still following that, right? You're like, Cav, well, if the gesture's like this right here, right? Why didn't you do a sausage form to emulate that? Wow, that was awful, sausage form. And that's because, remember, we said it's underneath, like we said up here. And in fact, it should be rotated a tiny bit. The body's twisting towards us from underneath. So we need to be mindful of that. And technically, this would be like that almost. No, I'm not sure. Anyways, so yeah, we'd have this. Then we'd have our sausage form with just the tiny bit of a curve down there. Width-wise, I'd say it's almost the size of the torso. Yeah, we have this down here. I'm not showing my reference yet. I'd say it's almost double, like maybe 1.5 times. And it's just as wide. Maybe a bit less, because we are adding that form on top, so that wasn't totally accurate. And that was too much of a bend. We want more of like this. So that's just something to note. And then I think, yeah, we should have started, yeah, okay, so we're going to start with our, our most central, our most important form, right? This one. Like so. And then from there, we're going to do that contour line to help us out, which was not in the center, right? Like it should have been a bit more like this. And I think that would have been better, a lot better. And then from here, we do the same contour. Which is always harder for these longer ones. And then finally, we have that form, which remember, we're going to see the cheek, and then it's going to go up and around. Kind of. And yeah, that didn't follow. It should have been like... shooting out basically this way. And so both of those were somewhat wrong. So yeah, we're basically creating a tangent right here, and then creating a plane that goes forward. That's way too foreshortened. And then from that plane, we're constructing this thing that rises up, hits that plane, and then goes back. Yeah. I also attempted on this page, but you can see how this went. Let's just keep going at it though. So yeah, we want to kind of recreate that twist it has, so. You'll notice that is not the correct size. I don't know why I did that. Very nice. And then we have our head, so let's do our most central one, right? So, and then this one of a smaller degree. Nice. That's actually really nice. Three-dimensionally, right? And then finally, we have our form, so we're extending a line this way in our heads, right? Which means this thing, we curl around here. It actually is not that far. It's more like this, right? And we're going to go up to it, meet it right here about, yeah. That's where that line extends. We're not going that far. We're going like this. Like so. And we're meeting up here. And we have that line to help us. Like we said, it's going to be pretty flat. And then finally, okay, we're getting the gist. From here, we can add our little eye socket, which goes into the form. So it goes like this. We go around and then extend outwards. And we go back in. And definitely probably not that long. And we actually have these cool... Oh, wow. I just realized. We have like these cool forms to it that will need to do a better job. I'm just kind of putting these here because I felt like it. But there's definitely there. If we did a zoom in of the nose, it's going to be like a... Doesn't curve that much, actually. Actually, yeah, the curve's more back here, so... Like that. And then on here, we have these like cool little forms that jut out like this. And not totally like that, not just getting it. You have like this going on. It has like, you know, form to it, right? It's going like this. So yeah, like that. That's the shape we're going for. There's like a big one up here. Something like that. I don't know really how to draw that correctly, actually. For this. Here, let's see. I'm just going to copy what I see. And then we're going to try to apply some observation from that. Or some construction to the observation, sorry. this, and then we have like a lock right here, and then we go around, and then kind of go out and down, and we have this form, this form, this form, this form. This was a bit too long, but this is still going to give us an apt idea. See, like, these are kind of like the contour. I don't know, I'm just adding like a weird texture to it to kind of help me try to understand it. Something. Then it curves around. Yeah, okay. We have room to experiment, right? But at the end of the day, I guess when it comes to that form, when we're doing the eye, which we'll do, this to kind of help solidify that. We'll have our eye, which is actually quite large, like this. It sinks in. Then we only go up a bit, like we're not going far. Think like that. And there's room on, so yeah, it should have been moved downwards. But yeah, and then this one lies above the eye. So that means this one should have been right here. Okay. Huh. Interesting. And we're actually seeing a lot of this one over here. It's kind of like going like this, and then we can see this one, but also, so it's been like this probably. And we're seeing like this part of the eye. And something going on there. So, without any further ado, let's do just a couple more ellipses, no more constructions, and we'll get to it. Nice. Yikes. Whoa, what happened with that one? Like, trapped myself inside of it. Oh, it's because I was going the wrong direction, wasn't it? I was going like this. Why do I do that? Why is that a habit? Interesting. You did go some more on that one. Okay, even though these aren't perfect, that's okay. Because, oh yeah, also I have this little guy right here. I'm glad we did this because this kind of helps me like visualize what the sizes of things, or like the shapes, not the sizes. We have the reference for the sizes, but what shapes I want to do to make this up. It's all there. Cool. So without any further ado, I kind of ran out of under pages, so I have to grab a new one, and we're gonna grab a fresh page and a fresh pen and get to it. Hopefully, here, let me see when my Drawbox pins are coming in. Track that order real quick. Wrong email. Did I not favorite it? Ah, here we are. Let us see. That's unfortunate. It just says processing still. Who knows? Anyways, let's grab a fresh piece of paper, let's grab some water, and then get into it. Let us see what page fits our needs. This one looks quite empty. It is, and it's been used before as a background page. That works perfectly. Then we'll grab a fresh piece. Which I'm down to like the last eighth of this 500 pack, so we've been making a dent in it, but we have some pages we need to reuse, right? Fill them up. Alrighty, so let's pop our friend onto the screen. If you don't like lobsters, look away now. Don't know why you clicked on the stream when it says lobster, but hey. Oh, Pure Ref just crash? No, okay, cool. Victory to the brave and such. Let's reset our timer. So, yeah, last stream. Okay, we'll do the 45-minute rule again because I have some 50% I want to do at the end of today. Cool. So we got our 50-minute going. Let's pop over our ref over here. So we have our clean one and then our kind of construction one. We want a lower degree, quite sausage-like ellipse right here as the central body. And then we have this one turning away from us. Look at that, the degree right here compared to the degree right here, much smaller. And what we can do is we can do some annotations real quick. Cool. Pop a blue in here. I think that'd be okay for now. Because what I want to do is I want to just compare this. Oh, dang it. It thinks it's part of like... Oh, wait, no. Okay, cool. And this one, so this is... we could have done a bit better, probably. There we go. This one, yeah, it's about 1.5. Hey, what's up, Delano? You missed the stream! No, oh, wait. Speaking of missing, here, wait. I'm gonna go get a sip of water real quick. Good stuff. We're working on our lobster construction, Delano. Hope all is well with you. And yeah, over here, it's barely even half this form. And it overlaps so much of the other one. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's start putting ellipses on the page. This one's a slight axis from the horizontal. And composition-wise, we haven't even thought about that, right? I mean, the center is going to land pretty much in this, or like the most important, right? The thorax. The most important ellipse will practically land in the center of the page. Trying to think. Its longest side will probably be the tail from the center, so we have to be very mindful of that. If we bring our little measuring tool back on here. Because if this is one and a half this way, one, little over, about two, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. So if we did like this big, we'd need 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. So that would fit it pretty close. So yeah, we'll do that. And height, I'm not too worried about. As long as we put everything in the center of the page, we should be fine as long as we get that right. So yeah, we want something that we can fit practically 5 times in the page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about this size lengthwise. Yeah, let's try to do that. Maybe it want to be a slight angle from the horizontal. Okay, I'm nerving myself out. Let's do some practice ones of that caliber. Just want to get a good ellipse in, which I think will just be like this. Is this really 5mm? That felt smaller. I think those are all great. We're set up for success here. Just don't psych myself out, don't psych myself out. I'm psyching myself out, guys. I smeared some ink, but I saved it somehow. Now, do I think we can fit a tail in here? Yes. Is this one, and then we have one, and then half. Is this seriously one from the edge? It is. A bit more, but I think we could fit it in there. Hopefully. My dog is going ham. And it's actually, yeah, so we're gonna have this flow to it. We're going up, right? So we want this. That is actually a lot more tilted than I expected, but I think we can make it work. To this, and then back. Back. Tilted up a bit. And yeah, the sausage doesn't go that far, so it's about, land about like right here's our very edge. And we don't want a major difference. And this is a sausage form, right? We don't want an lip, so we want kind of those curved lines, and it's almost as big as it too, so. My dog is going ham, guys. Oh my gosh. RP to whoever made him angry. Yeah, that was a bit meh, but it's okay. We still have a great opportunity to go ahead and do... we're going to do our most important line first. We're just going to run up here and go down. Cool. That's pretty good. And then we have this one over here, which is going to be turning a lot more towards us. I'm going to step out for a bit, go look where they work. Hey, to you too, Delano. Delano's been cooking up something secret, guys. Something fierce. Can't wait to see how it turns out. We exchanged some critiques and stuff yesterday, and I think after the stream, too, I don't know if Delano is still cool with it, but we're thinking of working on both of our videos together. Very excited. So yeah, slightly smaller degree here. Cool. And then here we have next head part. I'm really worried about smearing ink like we did last stream. Like wiping it all over my clothes just in case. Cool. Okay, so yeah, the shape, I've been doing it very like narrow here, but it's actually very diamond-like. We're gonna have this, and then it's gonna land over here. And it's not that far if we get our measuring stick back out. Keep deleting it. It's basically only half of that one. And still heading in generally the same direction. If we're going to measure, so if this is a full one, then this length right here is basically a third, basically a third, right? And it's tangent to this, so we want to go a third of this, which is about right here, over here, so it land about right there. A bit more forward, that's what my brain's telling me. And then we're going to literally, yeah, be pretty like right here. It goes pretty deep. It's gonna go like this. Trying to see the whole form here before I draw it. Very important. Internally, I feel like it should go further. It should be like right here. Okay. And then here's the part, like kind of like silhouette of it, right? We're gonna go like this and end. Cool. I think we're set up for success here. I see it like this. Cool. And so yeah, we're gonna meet right here. And then it's gonna match the contour for a second and then go back. So I want to keep going like this. Match the contour, go over, then go back. And start worrying about the bottom part. But for now, do that. Gonna fix that silhouette. I know that's a bit illegal, but whatever. And then, since no one can stop me and I want to indicate form, we're gonna go kind of like this and land there. I think we're doing pretty dang good, guys. Okay, so now for the very hard part. And actually, let me look at what Comfy did. Yeah, I added this form and then went straight to that. Yeah, it's probably smarter to do that instead of going straight for the eyes. I think this detail is very important. Did he add this between form? Yes, he did. Okay, so I say we do that next, which is this one. Now we're in a unique opportunity here because besides the form that we just added, we want to cross through it, kind of like Uncomfy did. Because actually, well, that's the thing. I want to go like right here. Yeah, let's look at this one, right? Because like this kind of follows along with that, right? This is the head. So it would be going like right here. This form is happening. It's underneath. Yeah, I'd say this one. I don't know which one is dominant, but you know, we have this form right here, which is eventually going to that overlap right here, which may be a bit visually confusing. And then we're, you know, having that form kind of go out, right? Adding this type beat to it. And then it's curling over the mid area right here. So it's going to be going straight through the intersection of these like this, and it's going to be curling around. And then completing the rest of its form as we head back before it gets to probably right here, I'd say. Yeah, so yeah, just because like we have this form now, and I don't want to really break it because, you know, we've indicated quite well that it travels through, right? Now, the gesture is wrong. In fact, this is supposed to be way up there. But hey, it's okay. One step at a time, right? So yeah. Because that just means, what did he do here? Okay, so he added a form right there, and then this gap in the middle, he eventually put the arm right there. But we can see that the arm kind of comes from underneath, or at least it's from underwater, and we're going to keep it that way. So yeah, how to do just kind of like a split section. Despite our new form, which is right here. All I know is we're going to start right here. We're going to be traveling a bit on the outside, right? Because we want the shell to overhang a bit. And just show, hey, we're, you know, a separate external form. We're going to have a curl right here. We're going to travel around it. Have this little break, and then go over here. I'd rather it be a bit more towards the head up here. Because then we can watch it like wrap around like this. And wrap around and go here. Have that little nook, and then go down here and out. Going to travel below. And have stop right here. What would be going underneath, right? This like imaginary ellipse. That encompasses both. We're going to travel kind of up that ellipse and then over it, definitely. And actually, yeah, we're going to be traveling like this. Inside curl like that. That's going to give us some unique, interesting shape to it. We're going to be like going like this. Is already starting a, you know, a wider degree rotating around this. There's a smaller ellipse right here. That's what it's doing. And we're saying, hey, we're hopping over it like right here. And then once it gets over here, we'll do that and land back at the start. Or we'll go over, nook, crack, around, overhang, sharp turn, smaller ellipse, over, connect the top. Quite a difficult form, but I'm seeing it. And yeah, the existence of this outside the shell means that there needs to exist a form on top of that, or we can just merge it, which I think is a better option. So yeah, we're gonna pretend that these just separate and then come back together, so it just hangs out a bit. So like right here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna trail along the edge of it. Actually really trail along the edge of it like this. There we go. Yeah, I'm seeing that form now, like this. So go like this. Trail along the edge of it. We're gonna hop over. Like so. And then, that wasn't the best ellipse in the world, didn't totally think of that. I'm gonna start overhanging a bit. And go back over here because I want to work on that. Then we have this, and then the form juts out. Go back down here. I lied. We're gonna end up going right here, so. Like that. gonna go in and then towards it, and then really around like this, and then we're gonna connect it all. We could even add like a cool plate right there, but I can see that. This should have been probably a higher degree, but I think we're okay for now. Let's continue. So now we have this, the very fun part. I think our sausage form only goes to about right here. It does. So we have this little sphere on the end that we actually need to construct. Uncomfy. So yeah, okay, we're gonna, uh-oh. So yeah, we should have extended our sausage form to that final ball, which we still can. That means we have to divide this up very unevenly or strangely. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the ball. Nice. So either we divide this up into 6 and have the ball at the very end, or we add a form for it. I'd rather have the ball at the end, but look how like it's actually quite large, you know. And this tapers on accident. That was just a mechanical and observational error on our part. Actually no, I said it was a sausage form, so it was more just a mechanical one, right? And then yeah, we have the degree of these. It's slowly opening up more from this very, very vertical one. It's almost like an optical illusion. It's very strange to look at. And then also we're assuming all of them are being plated over. So this one is over that one, this one's over that one. This will give us that really bumpy feel and as if everything's connected together. And then we're also doing 2 separate forms. So we're going to end practically right here doing this little motion. Forgot I can just draw it for you guys. We're going to end going like this and then start the next one kind of going like this. Like doing that almost. Intercepting it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have like this bump to it. But in front of that one be this. So this one's we're gonna do this line first, and then this one's gonna go into that line and sell it. Interesting. Okay, cool. And yeah, this one can even exist beneath that or above that, depending on how we want it to do it, right? But something like that. Yeah, it's now a choice of do we add the ball here or not. I'm really tempted to, but let's proportion everything first. So if this was our entire sausage form, which is much longer than our actual one, I'm starting to realize that. We're lucky because 6 is pretty almost easily divisible. So here, and they're all almost the same size. So this, yeah, I can only seemingly fit because like each of these is like this is a little less than half of this, which also is not the right size. Which you look at that, it should have happened way more up here. That's okay. Yikes. Oops. That's already skinnier, so I'm leaning more and more towards the ball, but or we just add the form. Oh yeah, we could just add the form. Let's do that. Okay, cool. So yeah, now it's time to divvy it all up, right? So as we did before, this one definitely getting this vibe stops right here. I like that. Then we have this very long one. Cool. And then we have the somewhat shorter one like there. And the somewhat long one. And the somewhat long one after that. And then the ball. And then from the ball, we can add those two. Good. Cool. So, yeah, with here, all we have to do is kind of just think about this form as we add it. We're going to assume this is already the shape of the one it's melding into. And then we're just going to kind of dance this around. This one's actually going to be pretty even with just this shape right here. So we're going to have this shape. And then, yeah, pretty... I'm adding a bit of a curve to it. Bending in like that, perfect. Then down here, we're adding this little C-shaped thing. Just kidding, we're adding the entire form. Because, oh shoot, we should have added, there's no bottom plate right there, so it'll be fine. That's in like that's a detail. We don't worry about that right now much. And so yeah, right here, what we're gonna add now is we're gonna add our next form. I'm gonna stop right here. Something like this, and I'm gonna stop. And we're gonna go in. And this one starts from the bottom of that one and goes over here. Nice. And then, yeah, we want to add this bottom form. So from there, we're going to add this, and it's going to go down. So kind of continue it like that. Feel like it should have jet out a bit more. They definitely have an interesting shape to it, and we should try to capture that, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, and then the next one. This one has that little notch into it, but remember that's a detail, so we won't worry about that totally right now. This one's going to bend over like this, and then land kind of right here. And we're going to get that form. Like that. Same thing here. End. And then in here, definitely going to go this way. I'm going to start selling that idea. And kind of having this hook to it. So this, and then that, and then we're going to go around. And go like that. And then the next one. Very, very wide degree. This one. And in. And this one, same thing again, much more sharp this time. This, almost. I'm not really sure if I can see these. I feel like it just should have hung over a lot more right there, but that's okay. Then of course we want our little bulge like that. And finally we have our fifth one before we get to the ball, like I described. This one, once again, it's actually quite large, so actually really like this. And then it actually ends quite early compared to the rest. We want to definitely add that kind of feel right there. Then we go down. This one kind of backs up, and I'm trying to imagine just it going into the distance. Like that. Cool. And then we have our ball. This one's going to go quite far. We're going to go like that. And then end up here. Actually, we're going to end down there, so. Head out like this, and then like that, and then end right here. And then this one, we're going to have the form go out here like this. And then curl in, go in there like this. And then yeah, so let's look at a lobster tail. Because you have this kind of brush thing, and then these two. Sorry about that. Sister could have just texted me that. Anyways, cool. So, now what we do right here is we're going to add the form in between that. And it's going to kind of go out into the side. And we're going to curl it back into itself. It's just more of a plane, yeah, so I don't really see too much to worry about here. I kind of want to do that center one first. But yeah, what we're going to worry about, we'll worry about this one first. Let's start with that joint, I think, and then we'll worry about it. And it's not that big. I'm kind of making it larger than it actually is. And this goes quite down, or goes around, and then in. Yeah, because we're zooming in, we're hyperfixating on that one point, but this is practically the size of this. So it's not that large. I'm just trying to see the 3D object. I feel like I just need a form here to kind of base this all off of. So we'd have like, if we had a form right here. Wasn't totally connected, was it? Oh, that was not. George. Okay, whatever. So now, what we're gonna do is, yeah, I just really want that, and this should have been like that. Whoops, I see it now. But yeah, we want this form to hook off of this. I see this form going out, around, and then in. So out, around, and then in. Then we have this form right here, taking right next to it. This one in perspective, going around like this and then in. So it's going to go out and then around. We have this over here going in like that. And we have the third one, which we're just going to kind of draw like this for now. Something like that, I don't know. Should have probably been in a bit more. Oopsies, whatever. I kind of see it though. And then from there, I think what he did next, yeah, I wish these were a bit more wrapped around, but it's whatever. He started doing the face stuff. Nice. Okay, so the face stuff. Lots happening here. But yeah, I definitely want to add that form, little eye sockets, carve it into there. Let's see, the eyes. I think we should just start by placing the eyes first, right? So we're gonna go do our annotation copy because here's the form that we have so far, right? That's what I decided to draw. So our eyes are kind of in the inside here. They're not that big, but it's still important to get this right. So we still want that region right, so. Nice. And then we have an eye over here. Make sure it matches that symmetry. I think it does. Majority of it is popping out over here. Like that. Cool. And now what we want to worry about is the form. So we're going to travel around it. I think we should actually worry about the nose first. And it does kind of curl down with it too. I think Uncomfy just... Oh no, he adds it later. I'm gonna work on this section though, because yeah, we have this path, and then we go close, and then we want to keep a distance around. And then continue that velocity downwards. Out. Not far. We're going like this, right? Okay. Then we kind of go out like this. So. Then we have our nose. And we go back here. A good start there. It looks kind of silly, but we're gonna leave it there, right? And now we have these two little guys down here. Sausage forms that extend just, actually kind of just at the eye, isn't it? For that, right? Yeah, and then height-wise, kind of happens where this thing happens. So right. Don't really have a great gauge for that, but probably right there-ish, I'd say. Regardless, what do we want to do for this form? I see a sausage going like this. And then a sausage going like this. And let's make these smaller so we could add stuff on top of it, but I think Uncomfy, yeah, reciprocates. Oh, he does... I mean, yeah, those are sausages. He just does it much more elaborately, which I like. Like this, this, this. Which I think looks a lot better, so... We'll do that. So yeah, we'll, march it into the form. Does he do an ellipse on the inside? I'm going to. Because I think we have this guy going on. Let's get a bit closer and decrease our annotation size. Okay, that's a bit crazy. This means like right here is the start of our joint, which is well below the eye. And actually like right here, so we'll do it right here. And it's only a fraction of the size of the eye, so about like that. And then we reach out to where the eye socket kind of is, so we're going to be going like this, a bit downwards in motion. We're going to do another sphere because I feel like it. Cool. That's a bit jagged, but it's okay. And then up here, we want to go up and over. I like this kind of sausage form. I think we shouldn't have double passed that. That was a mistake. Whatever. But yeah, we have this one right here, which happens kind of past the eye. It'll give us a bit of that forward motion. Still pretty low. We're going to kind of get like this. Actually, I like this because it gives that bicep kind of feel to it, or like tricep. Cool. It's small. We could add some forms on top of it though, I like. And then finally, the one curling forward and down, which goes a bit over here. Was that a bit large? Yes, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Because yeah, what I want to do here is like add a this, and then add a like this to it. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Cool. Nice. And then not totally happy with that, but it's okay. We'll start doing, because yeah, he just did those first two and then started worrying about the arms. Yes. So big arm, right? Big arm. No, he did small arm. No, he did big arm. Cool. Did he start with a sphere on the inside? He did. Okay, cool. So yeah, sphere is happening right here. And this is the region, and going over here with a sausage form. Like that. This happens right below this. So we're going to do it about right here. And height, size-wise, it's still relatively small, but we'll do about like this. Or am I using my wrist? That's a great question. And then we go a bit out and forward. Let's say right here, practically the same size. Cool. And then from here, we can meet up with these. Very nice. And then we're going to hop over with this next one, where we're going to go to here practically, where these two joints meet. And I will keep it a bit bigger. This one is definitely this kind of sausage form. This one still follows that same kind of path, but now we really want to make it seem like it's in front of us. So this one has contours like this. This one's going to have contours going to the side. A lot of degree shifting if we had any. Or like if we drew them out, right? And then yeah, this one's much closer. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. He then says and does not make smaller. And then we definitely want to curl. So like cool. And then a big ellipse, like he did in the previous one. I'm not sure if he did that here. He did two separate forms and then a sausage form connecting them. We'll see. Because yeah, we're kind of like gonna do this right here. I'm gonna go out. Dang, we really left a lot of room over here. Yeah, we're seeing the edge of it. It's gonna be pretty flat regardless, but we wanna like do this motion at least. Because yeah, this, that, so we're gonna end like right here-ish. Right? Actually pretty far, it gets pretty big, so we're gonna go over here. And just kind of emphasize the height of that arm. I'm not too worried about like how this and then it curves, right? Like it's more of a straight line right here and then we have a gradual curve. I'm just gonna kind of do a curve to describe all of it and then we can actually, you know, add some detail. But yeah, what I'm worried about right now is just kind of going here. Now, obviously I don't want to curve too much, but this. Like that. And then we definitely curl in. And then I want to curl back, giving it a lot of that room. And this actually lands above that, or almost on level with that joint. So we go here, and immediately back. It's pretty large. I want to do this in perspective though, right? So we go like this, give it a lot of room, like that. Like this, give it a lot of room, and then go over. And that's probably a bit too much room, but it's okay. And then over here, we're gonna have this joint, which, how does the indicate form with these? Okay, just a lot of stuff in the inside of that. I could probably do like a cool contour. I'm okay with that. And then yeah, over here, this, and then I see it definitely going like that. So I'm gonna start with the inner curve first, which is gonna kind of be like up here. That. We're going like that with it. And we're gonna go from up here to sharp, and then to back. Nice. Yeah, I feel like we're missing like a joint right there, but we could add that. Anyways, what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna like a contour curve. Also a contour curve kind of like right here. Just to kind of help sell it, right? Sell the illusion. That looks very outstrung. We didn't pay attention in this negative space in between, did we? Like this shape. Yeah, like no, we did not. Actually, kind of. It's kind of there. I just feel like it's too out, and only that's a bit stiff. Yeah, anyways. Get to the other legs now. A lot of fun here, a lot of great opportunity. So yeah, we have the legs that we want to fit all the way up until this point right here. So we have this one. We didn't mess up. It was just something we could have improved upon on the last one, which was the lobster. I believe, or not lobster, the shrimp. Oh my god. But yeah, with the shrimp, there were gaps where between the legs weren't enough, so we'll make sure we do that this time. We have this one. We have this one's just pointed off a bit. We have this one right here. And finally we have this one right in between. Perfect. Cool. And then what we're going to do from here is I want to add a sphere down there to connect it. Go like this kind of. It's going to be one of these just because I feel like it, like there's not really a strict policy for that one. And then it flows through here. So we're going to have kind of this thing and it kind of lands at the joint right here. Right before that joint, actually. Be like right here-ish. Yeah, we're getting smaller, oops, but it's okay. Because the water is kind of weird in this one, but go like this. Like so. And then it goes in, which I don't want to do too much, so we'll just do just into there, because you don't see it go after that, right? Ooh, we have these little things. So yeah, we'll make the choice here of ending the sausage form here, having one here actually. And then we have this one inside. So we're gonna do this sausage form right here. Pretty standard. We're gonna have this one, which is gonna be very fun. Have this one, which is kind of general. I'd say the curve's more like that. So, and then of course we have the little peats. Like that. So, pretty good. Not too worried. Let's see. This orb is gonna exist right beneath that orb and is almost at this joint. So, right here, perfect. Oh wait, no, we gotta worry about this one first, which is a tiny bit above that one, surprisingly enough. It goes out to the right. Remember, we want kind of this rectangle negative space here, so this one goes over here a bit. Cool. Nice. And then we go over here, and this one is right below this one. Remember, it's actually going to be almost on top. We're going to just let it skim that one. And we're going to be jumping towards it. I'm trying to imagine that shape in my head. You guys kind of see it. We're just below that one. Cool. I purposely tapered it, and probably a bit too much to try to sell that illusion of it getting larger because it's coming towards us, right? And then it goes all the way down here past this one a tiny bit. And we're going to have like a small bit of space. It's practically just beneath that one. Very cool. And yeah, this one, we said it was going to be about like this motion of the ocean. Perfect, and it overlaps. It's a bit thick, but that's okay. And then yeah, we want our little footsie. So yeah, we're going to be going over like this. So we're going to be seeing the inside of this one kind of extend out. It's going to be like going like this. Going like that. It's a bit thick for my liking, but it's okay. And then we could add like some cool jointed stuff here. But yeah, this one, it kind of goes like that on the inside. Oh, yeah, that's a bit thick. Oops. It should have been, yeah, this was good, but this one was a bit extra. And then over here, we get a lot going on. It goes straight out. We only have like this little small space right here. And then immediately goes into a thing, a sphere, right? And in the sphere, which is actually lower than this, we're gonna have a bit like right here, probably. You should have looked at the reference more. And it's actually a bit thicker, so we'll try to... There we go. And then we have the next one right above it. We want to make this one larger. It's a tiny bit to the side, right? Kind of on par with this one, actually, so... Nice. And then that one, it does this weird curl. Like this one. And so about halfway right here, we have this cool diamond shape kind of feature happening. So I'd say like, yeah, right here. We have the post leg. We get down here, we get pretty close. And then we have this part of the leg. Cool. And then we'll do the sausage form for that. Oh, that was a bit too much. Too much bend. Ooh, yikes. Okay, whatever. And then this one, which will make equally as thick, just to kind of placate how extra that one was, right? Yikes. And then we have a little putsie, which is actually going to be... That really sounded bad. That was... I meant to say, like, put, and then, yeah, that happened anyways. Family-friendly channel, guys, I'm sorry. Cool. And then... yeah, it's really thick, isn't it? I messed up there. And then over here, we have this longer one. This one is even below this one. We have this kind of shape to it. But yeah, so this should have been a bit more over here. And it's kind of, yeah, just where these are right here. A bit larger out here, but that's a detail. That's not explicitly what we want to draw. And then we have the next one kind of further out still. I like it, this one. Still kind of going in this direction. Cool. And then we have like the next knee joint, I guess, which happens kind of at this one, maybe a bit above it. And then finally, all that, which we should probably just... that. So I'm going to go kind of just... there. And definitely, we can actually thicken that up and add that little ring that's around this one. And then finally, this longer one, which it looks like a boot. Yeah, it kind of is like the main foot of the boot, and then like the heel. Or like, yeah, sorry, like that. Bro's got boots on. That's a very evil looking boot. Like that, you know. I'm just imagining a lobster now with boots. That could be a fun 50%. Anyways. Cool, so yeah, we have the sausage form. It's gonna go out pretty far. Practically on line with that, which ain't too lined up, but it's okay. We'll go about right here. That's what my gut's telling me. Cool. And from there, we'll have our purposefully skinnier one. And then our little boot, which is going to go... I'm just going to do... I like that shape. Nice. Yeah, it's a bit rigid. I don't know why. We'll continue. We'll do these legs up here, which we know we'll have this one right here. It can be lower, right? Because these are going across, so it's going to be right about here, I'd say. And then we have the one across from it over here. Don't know where that other one is. We're missing a leg. I'm just going to do this one next. Actually, that's on par with this one, so we'll do that. I guess it's just like hidden from us a bit. And then the big arm, which is going to happen about, let's see. It's actually more into the head, but remember we made this a bit weird So as long as we have symmetry, I think right here would be fine. Yeah, because it's going to be, it's actually coming out really close to the eyeball, so we're going to be doing it like right here, I think. Cool. Yay. So, yeah, and also this isn't as rotated as that in the real world, but we don't have to talk about that too much, so it's okay. And let's see this one. So we're going to go back, in this kind of, oh, yikes. Look at this. This is completely wrong. Because this one happens right here. That's where this node ends. We're going to have to go like this, I think. Cool. And I think going like this, because it's back, kind of help, right? And then we go back this way. We land kind of with this one about right here, and we go above. Perfect. And then we go this. It's definitely flat up here. And then they're curled a bit down here. We want these to be skinnier than those over there, right? And then we go straight down. I'm not going to even do like anything special. Just kidding, I am. And then we'll do our little pokey bear. There we go. Cool. That actually looks really good. And then we have the one right next to it. That actually went pretty far. Anyways, yeah, this one, the node is like up here. It's actually above that. And it's close. We have this like little back-to-back, right? Cool. And this one gets really thick up there. I'm seeing this kind of motion. And I'm getting this gesture, like this shape, if it was like the C curve was in here for it, right? Because this one is grabbing forwards, this one's grabbing backwards. So it kind of helps me like feel. It's not really a science, right? But this one, I don't know what the heck we're going to do, because like this is here. What kind of shape is this, right? YouTube stopped playing my music. No, it didn't. It was just switching. I don't know what to listen to next. Oh shoot, we're out of time. We'll finish up the legs and then go into our 50%. We have to take a small break in between there. Strange the Dreamer, a playlist, instrumentals and ethereal ambience. Not sure if that's my vibe. How to draw animals with simple shapes, Drawbox lesson 5 2 years ago. Whoa! And this guy's crazy. I'm liking this video. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm liking this video. I'm gonna come back to it. I use likes as my watch later. I don't. I use my watch later as watch later, but let's do the. I want like a lot of people are just making playlists that feel empty. Like there's not much happening. They just sound the same, and I feel like I've heard the songs before. Half of them I have, because they just pick like the Spotify top 10 and then pop it over to YouTube. If anybody's here and they know music, or they don't, I don't care. Start sending me, or like dropping in chat, recommendations for songs I should listen to. Oh wait, I haven't revealed that yet. So I won't. I will be careful. I almost spoiled something kind of fun, even though like no one's here probably. I'm still very excited about it, and hopefully some people be too. Oh geez, this is supposed to happen here, so we're already off a bit, but that's okay. And this definitely goes like this, right? Because it's like reaching in there. And then we have a little pokey. So. And then finally we have this one going out here, which is all kinds of messed up. Which I just need to aim as far as I can over here practically. And kind of get this shape going, right? It's negative space. It's slightly lower than that one. Very nice. And then we go over here and I'm just gonna do one sausage form kind of into the body like this. Cool. And even though we said we'd finish the arms, I'm gonna wait to do the other one tomorrow. And we'll worry about that, right? Very cool, very nice. Very cool. I think we're doing okay. The leg is kind of bothering me here. It is a bit long and the pokey isn't pokey enough. But I think we're doing good for now. No reason to stress. So yeah, we'll do a review now and then go into our 50%. Yeah, other than the leg, that's fine. This isn't how it's oriented in the real world, but that's how I put it on the page. That's how I felt. This is definitely shorter than it is on the page. and we could have indicated form a bit better right there. So what we can do is we can actually try to turn these a bit more round. I think the scale there is pretty good. This is a bit silly, but we can once again work on that. I think the head and the main torso are great, and the legs are a bit stubby. This thing definitely needs some detail to it to help sell the illusion, because it looks like it's turning away from us. And we should probably head out here with a bit of more detail or something like a chunk, some form, I guess. That's just what I'm feeling. But yeah, so I'm going to take a quick break, actually. I'll be right back, and then we're going to hop into our 50% of the day. So, BRB. Righty, we're back. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick this up because I'm too lazy to mute. Cool beans. My low pass, not even a low pass filter, I don't know what to call it. Limiter? Yeah, no, not the limiter. Oh my god, I get all my terms mixed up. Anyways, lots of fun here. Very happy with today's progress. It's very stiff though, so I'll maybe ask the Discord once we're done with this how to improve on stiffness. But today is something I want to practice on. For a secret reason, but I want to get better at drawing people quickly. Oh yeah, wow, kind of perfectly placed. I went to the garden the other day with my friend at my friend's place, not at their place, but where they live. And made some fun. This is my first time working with watercolor. This was like, I was there for 4 hours, which was a lot more time than I expected. First time, this was literally my first page, other than the little palette page I made. This one this turned out well on accident. This is supposed to be green, but it melded with so much ink because I put so much water in it and it messed up. This one was okay. It was meh. This one's like a really fast sketch as we're walking by. This one, a lot of the ink bled. There's just a lot of ink bleeding. I couldn't really fix that. This one was fun. This one was also a quicker one. This one took me a while, not painting wise, but drawing wise, getting everything correct in perspective. Very fun. Had these little water bugs, absolutely adorable, absolutely crazy adorable. And I also just like the lily pads a lot. There was actually a shop there, and so I sketched a couple of these. Once again, ink bleeding, little turtle guy. He was actually much darker than this, not as green, but still really fun. And then these like spiky leaves right next to him. And then koi fish, the eye, I was actually really happy with this until the eye, like I put too much ink on it. And here's like one, it kept going up to like my feet while I was drawing it and like getting really close to the surface. But yeah, these are now in here. I don't really have a place for them, right? Don't know how to protect them. I know nothing about watercolor. I literally bought like a $5 watercolor kit and made all these. Really fun though. I had so much fun. But yeah, in the future, I'm gonna stick with markers. I wasn't too happy. But people in the Drawbox community, like Discord, were so supportive. They were so kind. I was like, I'm not feeling it, but here it is. And of course they were like super nice about it. Yeah, so also this 50% I was not happy with because I rushed it. Obviously I wasn't happy with my performance there, so we're not doing that again. We're gonna just take our time with the 50% and yada yada yada. Cool beans. So yeah, we can put this somewhere. Which one was my favorite? I'd say this one or this one are my favorite, or like these two, and then maybe actually this one. Yeah, definitely this one is my top favorite though, like top 3, right? Anyways, we'll put this somewhere safe. I don't know where anywhere safe is. We'll just keep it there. Okay, so yeah, I want to get better at drawing people fast. I don't know really what that entails, and I've never looked into it, which means we get to experiment and kind of see what works for us. My main goal is to do like a rough gesture. We'll do it in red today because I feel like that. And then I want to go quickly with the fountain pen, the Kakuna, which I've been loving so far, and is what I made with all of that over there. I've really been treating it rough and tumble. I also bought this little pencil extender that I found, $5, so for like a 2-pack. Not bad at all, honestly. So now we don't have to worry about sharpening them too much, even though that is something we should avoid, right? Feels pretty good though. I like how tactile it makes it too. I thought I had to rebuy these one time because what was it? They wouldn't fit, but you have to take off the middle thing entirely, and I'm scraping it up a ton, but that's fine, right? So yeah, it's my first time actually using this, so very interesting. Let's also get out our erasers and stuff, even though I don't plan on doing that. So yeah, I just want to work with kind of like clothes and stuff. I'm of the mentality right now. And we'll do like maybe, let's see, we're already at 15, so we'll plan for 15 minutes. Cool. Yeah. We'll just start that timer. Even though we haven't found our, let's just look on Pinterest real quick, I guess. For like just some people to check out. Pinterest. I just want simple poses. Simple poses. Can't find any saved pins. Yeah, because I didn't save any, dummy. Okay, give me simple poses. Are people, that's the thing, like, I don't want people, here, let's just do people in public. Because, like, I feel like when you have poses, they're dramatic. They're, like, people holding the poses. It's not, like, action. I feel like, yeah, here. This is, I hope this woman, oh, this is, okay, I'm not going to use that picture. Because it's, like, not helpful. Yeah, here we go, okay. This random, look at this guy. Oh, and someone already did, like, a really good drawing. Let's start, oh, didn't mean to do that. We'll save this, get rid of that. We don't need it necessarily. That was just kind of like a quick sketch, right? What is it? Control Shift N? What's the bind for that? New scene, Control K. Interesting. Here's our guy. Look at this. Look at just iconic. What a, no way he went with Sharpie on himself and did one up. Why is one leg kind of like shaven? Anyways, I love that like look, right? Anyways, so what I would go for here is, you know, kind of seeing that spine. So we're up here and then we go down and then we're kind of sitting like that, like pretty straight. And then the legs, this one, we're seeing the top of it. We're going out past the head a bit like this. And then this one also to the side. We're having like this kind of front plane. And then the legs go down. This one's still going pretty far. Lands just at the head, which we'll do like right here, right? Maybe a bit, because we want to emphasize that neck, so a bit higher than that. And then, yeah, so neck kind of happens. And then right there we have the shoulders. That. So that means past here, we want this leg going like over here. Have that front plane, which is a bit more towards us, I guess. And then something like that. And then legs are pretty grounded, right? You kind of like this vibe from them. And they're kind of the same. I can't really gauge it. They're pretty long. And then we're going to the side with the feet. And then we have this one going out onto this leg. And then kind of just going down. And then this one going definitely down onto the leg. So we're kind of going more back here and then down onto the leg. Then back to the face. This is going kind of like that motion. And then we have this hand up here. And so yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm expecting here. I want to get good at this for reasons that I will not elaborate on. And we will add some form. So like, we'll do the torso, which is kind of going back like this, right? And this sausage form. And the buttocks area. So. Skinnier lad, so this kind of going on. I just want to emphasize like this. I feel like this curve happening here is just important. We have this leg and this leg going out more towards us. Cool. I think these need to just go further. Not be scared of that. Doing organic forms once again. A younger me would be writhing in agony at seeing so many organic forms. But the newfound Kavel appreciates such a... Oh, this one's really to the side too, sorry. I forgot the eraser doesn't work really well on this. And then we have this arm, which is kind of going like that onto the leg, which does not go far enough. have the arm coming up from that. Need to remember to look at my... Probably, I feel like I should have given more detail to the head. Now I feel like I'm missing out. And looking up. Yeah, let's try to get creative here now. Yeah, there's that negative space, which I just failed to capture between the arm and the head. So yeah, I think he's leaning forward a lot more, actually. So like this almost. This is a mess, but I'm okay with that. This gives me this arm, and then this arm. Which gives me this space. It connects to this leg. And this shape here. The arm starts forward, so we're going like right here, and the back just goes down. Okay, this is messy, but I think I'm going to work with it now. I never really established a great base. I'm going to just start with this arm. I just kind of see that going on. Over here. Then over and down past the arm, like that. Probably shouldn't have done that as that kind of stroke, but whatever. Yeah, the hand kind of happens there. And then arm goes back over the leg. And we have this in the kind of armpit area. We have the shirt kind of going around like that. And I'm drawing it because I think that gives us like some helpful advice as to what's happening. And then from there, we're going to have this part of the shoulder, right? That we can actually see. And the back's going to curl a bit. And actually going back really far, right? And it's going to go all the way down here and then end around the leg, which needs to end here. So that means like right here. We're going to go down and then out. Then in, and then that's kind of where the end sits, right? And then here, I really like what's happening with the leg here. So we're cutting over the arm. But also with that, we're going down here. There's a bit more like this, but whatever. We can't redo it, right? And then we're going to go over. And then hang down, and then in. And that's part of that. And then we have the leg, which we need to do a bit more solid, right? And this goes more like this, and then there's a, yeah, whatever. And this kind of goes half. Then we have this sock, which is like this. And then over here, the hand is in front of it, right? Where we have the ball, which I'm going to try to like... Oh, yikes. Well, we messed that up. I was so confident, too. Whatever. The arm, we need to, like, emphasize the wrist right here. Oh, yikes. Oh, geez. Okay. It's falling apart, guys. And this kind of goes like over like that. And then we kind of have this, and then it goes in. Yeah, we go back there. I want to kind of sell the idea that that jumps out. Now from here, we're seeing this part of the leg, and then that's leading to this part, which goes like right there. This is mostly observational drawing, at least, yeah. And then we're going out here from the leg and ending a bit higher than this, so we're gonna go about right there. And then this one goes, let's see, down here, and then in, and then we have that calf. Love these baggy shorts, man. You rock it. And then yeah, and then we have our there. Can you see that I'm avoiding the shoes? The shoes, which I feel like a lot of people who do urban sketching or just like sketching in general who really love clothes, and I've never been good at both wearing clothes that look good and drawing them. But now's the time to change, right? So we have this kind of shape going on, which meets the back heel, and then we curve downwards. It's more like, these are like bowling shoes too. I don't know what he's wearing, but who am I to judge, right? This, and then that, and then like that. And we have kind of like this going on here. Big old shoe. I already messed it up because I didn't notice this part. We'll worry about that detail later. And then we connect it right here. Yeah, so that should have like been a lot more flat or something. I don't know. And then this one, what we're seeing is we're seeing kind of the front of this, that curling down right here, like that. I love this picture because it's like the kid looks like a good kid, you know. It's like I would say, like, originally, if first glance, this is capturing like teen angst, but it isn't. Like, that's probably his little brother right next to him, and he's probably sitting at this fair watching his other sibling ride the ride, which admirable, right? I think like this is the older sibling looking out for the other siblings. Oh, I just realized I messed up on the sock. Ah, no. Okay, well, we're doing that now. Dang it. Ah. Yeah, I messed it up bad. Oops. Whatever. It happens, right? And we're going to extend the leg into here because that's like an important kind of like negative space zone. Then we have the elbow. This is where we get a bit technical and tough, right? I'm going to extend the collar. The collar meets kind of right here. So we're going to go kind of like that. And then kind of disappears in the hair. A lot of hair here. That's a good opportunity to learn how to draw hair. But and then I'm seeing like this, and then the shirt kind of goes straight down into the arm like this. We're kind of going like this. Cool. And then we have the shoulder, and this is landing like right here, so it's gonna go all the way up here. Yeah, so we're gonna go like that. Oh, yikes. This should have happened like right there. Whoops. Whatever. And then his hand kind of starts happening there, where he covers his face, which I'm dreading doing, but whatever. This, and then that muscle right there, and this, and then that muscle right there. Looking a bit scrawny, that's my bad. I ain't actually like this, but whatever. Cool. And then the neck, which goes pretty high, lands at one of the fingers. Which we start from in here and then go up, right? Yeah, here's where things get interesting. Okay, so a finger happens. Oof, I don't know where to land. We didn't really capture that negative space in there correctly this time either. Whatever. So yeah, here's our shirt. We have the index finger ending like right here. Touching it. Then we have this negative space, and then we go over here. We're going like that. Right? And then we have this negative space right here. We're just gonna go like that, right? And from that one touching, we have the one underneath that, which I made the space a bit too big, but we can kind of connect it like that. And then we have the pinky underneath that one. The pinky defines this part of the hand, which goes all the way a bit past the wrist. That was way too far. Oh my god. Yeah, oops. And then this kind of goes into the pinky right there. This kind of... Oh, yikes. Yeah. Hand's way too big. Hand is way too big. Oh, god dang. Okay, whatever. Because that's supposed to go past the neck. This is supposed to land there. Oops. And then face. Yikes. Okay, we'll stick it to the neck, right? Because yeah, this is supposed to be there, and then we have like this curve, and then over here we have this contour of the face. It goes like this, and then the eye, and the brow, and then we have the eye part, and this curl under. And then we have the nose kind of coming from that and then landing like right here. Cool. And then this. Why are they rectangular? Well, that's how it's going to be now. I'm really not liking this anymore. Oh, yikes. This is scary. This is not good, guys. Oh, geez, we're not cooking here. We're kind of struggling, huh? I have an idea. Call this creativity. Here, wait. Hear no evil, speak no evil. I think that's edgy enough to like not deal with it. That works. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. Anyways, let's add some more details. So yeah, this goes around into there, right? We have like this part of that, and then this is the chin, and then we have like all these pockets, dude. What are you carrying in those pockets? Not be me. All these pockets. And then, yeah, another pocket like that. And then another pocket like that. We will get over our fear of faces one day, but for now we're gonna do that very edgy. Gonna block it out, not worry about it. Kind of scribbling at this point, which means it's probably about time to call it quits, but I am somewhat having fun when I don't mess everything up. The head is super edgy though, I think. For no intention of being edgy, I kind of realized after I made it, I was like, oh dang, this is kind of excessive. I have like a really solid line right there, kind of indicating. Can't forget this awesome tattoo. Super edgy, but I think I'll accept it. I can only say that so many times before I start annoying people, so I think people got the cool. Looks like South Park or something, I don't know. There's an interesting little design, I guess. No, why drawn upside down. Okay, that's fun. Little sketch. Looks very edgy though, so we'll have to learn how to draw faces sometime. Maybe I could find a cool tutorial or book on that in my own time. But I won't subject you guys to that as I've just subjected you to this, right? But fun. I liked it. Anyways, we'll do like another study over here. We just won't draw faces for now. Not that we won't, but I feel like I know so little that I don't know how to approach it, right? Like we need to figure that out before we tackle it. Yeah, like a more structured approach. Yeah, anyways, great today. Had a lot of fun. I think 50% was okay. We shouldn't really have abandoned that thing, but hey, that means next 50% really isn't for learning. It's just for expression and creativity and having fun, which I had fun. I want to learn more. I just love experimenting and doing stuff like that. So maybe we break the rules. I mean, you're also not supposed to have references, and we already had references, right? So we've already broken the rules. So let's keep breaking them. No. Man, so much stuff to put away. Yeah. Cool. Very fun, though. I think this was a great reference. Thank you, both. Portland Rose Festival, May 31st, 2007. That explains a lot, doesn't it? Shout out to this guy. Hope he's having a good life. And shout out to the photographer who took this. Also, thank you very much. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. We'll be streaming tomorrow and every day after. We already took a break this week, which was yesterday. I just want to finish this lobster construction, and then I'm not sure what the next one will be. I'm trying to be disciplined, more constructions, even though I'm having fun with 50%. So we'll see. I don't have much free time during the day, so next week I should. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I peaked my mic. I apologize. And with that being said, I've been Kavel. Shout out to Lobster for that one. I need to stop doing it because like then people are gonna think I'm like vindictively trying to steal from him. I'm not. I love Lobster. Anyways. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.